Some of the most powerful tools within Hotshot allow the ability to restrict users from viewing information outside of approved times or locations. Once your organization is set up, you can create groups with time and location restrictions. Hotshot's time-restricted groups are designed for situations in which businesses have hourly wage employees, and the administrator wants to restrict the times when their employees within that group can receive notifications or send and receive messages. In order to make a restricted group based on time or location, limiting when or where your employees may view their messages, in the desktop, PC or Mac version, first click on the Settings tab. Scroll down a bit and you'll see the Admin Settings option. When you click on Admin Settings, you'll see the User Permissions option. Once you've selected the User Permissions tab, you'll see the default groups that come pre-installed with Hotshot. You'll also see all of the groups that you've created if you've already set some up. Once you have a group created and would like to implement a time-based restriction, click on the tab of the group whose time permissions you'd like to change. In this case, that's our MWF Workers Custom Group, so we'll click on its tab. You'll see the Hours Restrictions dialog. This will allow you to create business hours based on day of the week and time. Make sure you set the correct time zone for where your users will be located. Here, we're able to restrict the days that people in the MWF Workers Custom Group are able to view and respond to messages. We'll need to click on the individual day to edit those hours, starting with Monday. That will bring us here. As we can see here, the enabled switch is currently set to off. Select the toggle switch on the mobile version of the app to start editing. On desktop, you can edit like this. Now we're able to edit the exact hours in question. Let's edit the app usage hours to reflect our workers' schedule on Monday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Great, 1 day down, 2 to go. Once we enact restrictions to reflect the team's workweek, you should see your changes saved in the Hours dialog. If you click the back button on mobile, you can see that the restriction is now enabled. Make sure to click Save in the upper right corner of the screen. Once saved, you'll see a red bar indicating that a restriction has been implemented. Location restrictions limit where your employees may view their messages. You go through the settings just like with time restrictions, but this time selecting Location Settings tab. To add location restrictions, press Location Restrictions. On mobile, you can use the location services of the device to set the pin where you are actually located. On desktop, type an address that Google Maps recognizes and you can easily set the location. Let's create a new group for a specific business location. As we can see now, they're currently disabled for the Store 321 custom group. Once we click that tab, we can see the option to enable location restrictions. Toggle the switch to enable the location settings. Click on Change Location and make sure to accept the Location Services request from the app on mobile. You won't see that notification on desktop. Click Allow to let Hotshot access your location while you're using the app. Once you do, you'll be taken to this screen. In order to set a location within which your employees can receive messages, press and hold the location of your business on your screen. This should be as exact as possible, so scroll in as close as you can to your business. Keep in mind, however, that you can adjust the precise range of the location in the next step. Once your pin is dropped, your screen will look like this. Click on the grayed out 200 on the Distance tab next to the abbreviation feet in order to adjust how many feet from the dropped pin, including everything within the blue circle, employees can receive messages. In this case, we want the blue circle to completely encompass our business, located in the heart of Salt Lake City in this example. So we're going to expand out the circle by entering 1500 next to feet. That will make your screen look like this. Click the back arrow and you'll be taken here. As you can see, location restrictions are now enabled. A map showing the area included is also shown. Anywhere outside the blue circle, employees cannot receive messages. Click on the back arrow and you'll be taken here. Again, we can see that location restrictions have been enabled. Make sure to click the Save button in the upper right corner of the screen. Once you get back to the Group screen, you'll see this. As you can see, the MWF Workers Custom Group now has a red Restrictions tab. Congratulations! You've successfully added location restrictions to a group. You now know how to add time and location restrictions to a group. One of the most powerful features of using Hotshot for work-related communications is the ability to have full control over who has access to information shared through Hotshot. In cases where employees come and go, Hotshot allows companies to revoke users' access to information shared through Hotshot without the need for complex mobile device management systems or the need of IT staff to help run them. Any super admin or admin can delete a user and revoke their access to information. To delete a user and remotely wipe their data, start by going to the Contacts screen. Next, select the user you wish to delete and remotely wipe the copy of the data that is stored in their app. Remember that this command only affects data stored in the Hotshot app. The rest of the apps on the user's devices are not affected by this option. Scroll down until you see the pictured text, "Remove this user." Select that option. You'll then get this pop-up. Select Delete and Remote Wipe to delete a user and remove all of their data remotely on mobile, and this is how it looks on the desktop version. As you can see, within a matter of seconds, the user's access to data is revoked, and they are left with an empty Hotshot application. The user can form their own Hotshot team now, but any access they had to information from the previous team is no longer available. If you have any more questions about this process, please contact us at support@hotshot.mobi.